Title: The Adventures of Benny the Brave Little Bunny. Once upon a time, in a lush green meadow, there lived a little bunny named Benny. Benny was not like the other bunnies. He had big dreams. While his friends were busy munching on carrots and hopping around, Benny dreamed of adventure and exploring the world beyond the meadow. One sunny morning, Benny gathered his courage and said to his friends, "I want to see what lies beyond the meadow. Who wants to join me?" His friends giggled and said, "Benny, you're too little. Stay with us, where it's safe." But Benny felt a spark of bravery and decided to go on his adventure alone. With a tiny backpack filled with carrots and a map drawn by a wise old owl, Benny hopped down the winding path leading away from the meadow. He was excited and a little scared, but he knew this was just the beginning of something special. As he journeyed, Benny met a wise turtle named Mr. Turtley, who was sunbathing on a rock. "Where are you off to, little bunny?" asked Mr. Turtley. Benny replied, "I'm going to explore the world beyond the meadow." Mr. Turtley chuckled and said, "Be careful, young one. There are dangers out there." Benny thanked Mr. Turtley and continued on his way. Soon he stumbled upon a shimmering river. The water sparkled in the sunlight, and Benny saw a group of playful fish splashing around. "Hello, fishy friends," he called out. "Can you help me cross the river?" One brave little fish named Finny swam over. "Climb on my back and I'll take you across." Benny hopped onto Finny's back, and they zipped across the river. Benny waved goodbye to Finny and landed safely on the other side, filled with joy and excitement for what lay ahead. Next, Benny arrived at the edge of a dark forest. The trees were tall and twisted, casting long shadows. Benny felt a bit afraid, but he remembered the brave bunny he wanted to be. Taking a deep breath, he entered the forest. As he ventured deeper, he heard a soft whimpering sound. Curious, Benny followed the noise and found a little bird trapped in a thorny bush. "Oh no, I can't get out," chirped the bird. Without thinking twice, Benny used his little paws to carefully pull away the thorns until the bird was free. "Thank you so much," exclaimed the bird. "I'm Bella. How can I repay your kindness?" Benny smiled and said, "You can help me find my way out of this forest." Bella flapped her wings and soared high above the trees, guiding Benny safely through. After what felt like hours, they finally arrived at a sunny clearing on the other side of the forest. Benny thanked Bella, and with a burst of excitement, he spotted a beautiful garden filled with flowers of every color. "Wow, this is amazing!" he exclaimed. Benny hopped into the garden, dancing among the flowers and smelling their sweet scent. Suddenly, he heard a strange sound, a grumpy old bear snoring loudly. Benny cautiously approached the bear and, feeling braver than ever, said, "Excuse me, Mr. Bear, but I'm lost. Can you help me?" The bear opened one eye and grumbled, "What do you want, little bunny?" Benny, quivering but standing tall, replied, "I'm trying to find my way back home." To Benny's surprise, the bear chuckled. "You're not the first little one to get lost. Hop on my back and I'll take you home." Benny felt a rush of gratitude and climbed onto the bear's back. Together, they traveled across the hills and fields, looking out for any sign leading to the meadow. As the sun began to set, they arrived at the meadow where Benny lived. His friends gasped in surprise when they saw him riding on the back of a bear. "Benny, you're back!" they shouted joyfully. Benny hopped off the bear and thanked him for his help. "You're braver than I thought, little bunny," said the bear with a smile before heading back into the woods. From that day on, Benny was known as Benny the Brave. His friends listened eagerly as he shared stories of his adventures, crossing rivers, freeing birds, and making new friends. And every time he felt a bit scared, he remembered his adventures and knew that with a little courage and kindness, he could face anything that came his way. So, the next time you see a bunny, remember Benny and his courage. Who knows? Perhaps you'll find a little adventure waiting for you too. The end.